All right, guys, welcome back to MMAUnhinged. Today we are joined by UFC welterweight Bryan Barberena. How's it going, buddy?
It's going great, man. Thanks for having me on. Look forward to talking with you.
How's the training been in the camp leading up to the fight this Saturday?
Training has been great. And camp's been amazing. I'm feeling better than ever. Healthy, in shape, diet's on point, weight's on point. Everything's ready, man. I'm ready to go. I'm just ready to get in there and have some fun.
So you are fighting this Saturday versus Anthony Ivy. What are you kind of expecting from him that night?
To be honest, I don't know. What I do expect is I expect him to bring it. I expect him to, his last performance wasn't great, his debut, and I expect him to try to, come out completely different and push the pace and give his best fight yet, and to really change the minds of everybody and, of what they're thinking about him from after his last performance. I think that he's going to come out better than ever and coming to try to make a statement after his last performance.
I mean, if you're going to be fighting Bryan Barberena, you got to bring it because you bring it in every single fight.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. But yes, he does have to bring it because I'm coming to get him.
Has there been something in camp that you've specifically worked on to try and capitalize on Anthony Ivy that you think that you could capitalize on come fight night?
Not necessarily anything that we've seen in his. There's obviously things we worked on that he likes to do and stuff. But for me, it was after a long layoff and not being able to train much during that time. The key to this fight camp was just getting back and getting back to me. And so working on my strengths, sharpening up, also sharpening up my weaknesses, and just getting back to that bam bam style and getting ready to go.
So coming into the fight this weekend, you are unfortunately on a 2-fight loss streak. So you're looking to get into there in and out really quick and clean, but you're never in a dull fight. So you're looking to get in there in and out really quickly.
I mean, that's always the goal, is to get in and out. If I can hit him with one punch and it'd be the very first punch, man, I'd take it. After months of training and training in fight camp and dieting, if I can hit him once and him fall over and be done, I'll take it. Like, I would love for that, but I just don't think that's going to happen. I'm ready to go 3 rounds at a high pace, and I'm ready to put him away. So whether it comes early, comes late, or I don't plan on this going to the decision, but whatever happens, I'm in with my hand raised.
While we're talking about the fight, what is the perfect outcome for you this weekend?
Perfect outcome is go in there and finish him early. I want to. He's in my way. He's in my way. My way back to the swim to the top, and just go in there and punch him right in the face and end this fight and get in there again and keep moving forward.
Is that how you would like to finish this weekend, by knockout?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm always big on knockouts. I've had a few submissions on my record. Haven't got one in a while. Maybe that'd be cool too.
As we mentioned earlier, you're on a 2-fight loss streak. Does it feel like you need a must-win fight this weekend to kind of save your job? Do you feel like your job's in jeopardy this weekend?
I'm sure my job's in jeopardy. But I kind of always feel like my job's in jeopardy. The sport's an untelling thing. 1 minute you can lose one fight and then get cut, or you can continue fighting on, and sometimes you can be on a 4 or 5 lose streak, whatever, and continue going. But it just depends. It's a random pick, however they feel about you as well. And at any time, I mean, I could have been done fighting with my back injury. Could have been over. So at any time, life can throw a curveball and put me out of this sport. So my job's always on the line. I'm excited and blessed to get the opportunity to get back in there and have fun. And you're damn right, I'm going to be getting this win.
Well, as you mentioned there about your back injury, I'm glad you healed up, and I'm glad to see you back in the octagon this Saturday.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's great recovery. The surgery went amazing. I'm feeling better than I ever have. So I'm excited to get in there and let it all hang out.
We do have some questions about your injuries later on. But do you feel like with the pressure of your job being in jeopardy, do you think like it will give you extra motivation to go out there and put on a good performance, or do you feel like there's a little bit more pressure on this fight this weekend?
I don't feel any pressure as far as like the 2 losses or anything going in. I honestly don't even feel pressure at all of my job being in jeopardy. Because like I said, it always is. So there's no added pressure. For me, I'm honestly just excited to get back in there and to do what I love. And I put in a lot of hard work to get back to this point. And man, I'm super excited to get back in there and let it all go.
Well, leading up to the fight, how's the camp been for the fight this weekend against Anthony Ivy?
Camp's been great. I'm working with a great team over at Jimmo in North Carolina. I have a phenomenal coach, Jeff Jimmo. He kind of flies under the radar, I think, of some of the best coaches out there. But he's got it all dialed in. He does my whole fight camp, lays it out for me. My diet, my nutrition, my conditioning. He puts it all together, man. He really makes it happen, and he's always amazing and has a great game plan put together and what we need to work on and gets me there. So I'm in the best shape I've ever been. I feel the best I've ever been. My diet, my weight's good. I'm ready to go. And, man, my teammates, I'm training with some great guys, Scott Holtzman, John Salter, Joe Selecki, Impo Kasanganai, Chase Gamble, Ricky Rainey, a lot of top guys, a lot of guys who, some guys coming up, but, a lot of people that really push me every day and get me to where I need to be.
Has there been anything in particular that you've changed for this camp that you kind of didn't do last camp leading up to the last fight?
There's been a lot that I've changed for this camp compared to my last camps. My last camps with my back and everything, we kind of switched camp through, kind of took us for a loop and turned everything upside down. My coach had to prep around my back and how it was feeling. And it was a day by day thing. Training would change day by day. We couldn't plan camp out of things we needed to do and how we wanted to hit certain marks. It was just day by day. We'd take it and see how I feel. We'd have a talk, and that was how the day was planned. This camp is had everything laid out, what we wanted to conquer and what we wanted to do and achieve, and just busted our butts and went after it and got after it, and man, was able to put in everything throughout all of camp and without any issues. So I added one conditioning thing I added though was swimming. I started swimming, and that's been huge, man. It's been awesome. I really like it. It's low impact, but my goodness, I thought I was a decent swimmer before. Like, I thought I was okay. Like, yeah, someone say, "Oh, you a good swimmer?" Yeah, of course. No, I'm not. I don't feel like I am. I don't even know what I'm doing in there anymore. It's tough. It's so hard. It's just like, but I think it's been a huge part of my conditioning, and definitely helped to improve me in that area.
Yeah, you mentioned your injury there again. How does that feel during the camp? Do you feel 100% better, or do you feel like there's still a little bit tweaks in your back, in your spinal?
No, I don't feel anything. I feel it's 100% better. No issues, no problems at all. I just get to do whatever I want now. It's awesome. I get to go in there and I get to push as hard as I want without any concerns of having pain or any issues, after training or anything like that. And I get to push at 100% nonstop. So it's been a long time since I've been able to do that. And I'm looking forward. I mean, training was awesome and I got to really push it. So I'm excited to get in there and fight and show it.
I'm not making any excuses, but do you feel like the back injury kind of limited your performance in the last recent fights?
No. I decided I was going to fight. I felt good enough to get in there. We made the adjustments in my fight camp that I could, be able to perform and do the right things to be able to be in shape and get in there and compete against high-level guys. And I believe the last two guys I fought and lost to are some of the best in the division. So, I don't think that I don't blame say anything about my injury being part of it. They were the better man that night. Hats off to them, respect them. And, maybe one day down the line, maybe we'll get to run it back and I can get another crack at them. But you know what? I wish them the best. And, I went in there and gave my best and it came up short. This time that won't happen.
I'm pretty sure no one would ever say no to you versus Luke ever again.
Yeah. That was a fun one. I loved it, man. Good time.
It was fun for us to watch, and we got to thank you for the entertainment that you put on for us that night.
No problem. I appreciate it. It's two-way street.
Moving on back to your camp, what has been the most challenging obstacle or thing that you've come across in the camp?
I'd say it's probably just the start of camp, really. Besides swimming, obviously, that was, that's been tough to adjust to, but it's been great. But the beginning of the camp was honestly beginning of any fitness, really, that I started because I was out and couldn't do anything. I got to an all-time high. I was 200 all-time high in weight, not, pride or anything like that. But so I was 240 pounds, and the start going, getting started again and being able to get active and knowing that, I wanted to return late August, early September was the goal set, and just kind of trying to get back to it was the hardest part. My mind went through fighting demons in my mind, questioning myself, trying to, my mind telling me to give up on myself during workouts, just stop, you can, you can continue tomorrow. Oh, you're too tired, kind of stuff like that. And honestly, it's like, that's the kind of things were running through my head, like just give up, and that was the hardest thing, is just keep pushing. And, I started my workouts at home. So it was just like, I have, my home gym, and, my kids are down there, they're getting their workout on, while I'm trying to push through mine, dying. And, just seeing them, right there is just enough for me. And just thinking of them and thinking of my wife and my kids, and, I can't let them down. I know I can make it back, and I know I just got to keep pushing through this, and, I'll get to the other side. And man, that was the hard part, is just keep on pushing when I felt like there wasn't nothing left to push. And it slowly got better and better. And, now I'm feeling great, and it got better and better, and I'm feeling great now. I'm ready to go. Woo! Can't wait.
So as you mentioned just then that you were 240 pounds, and this weekend you fight at 170 pounds. That transformation is absolutely incredible. How did you get to the point that you were at 240 pounds and then to lose all that weight? How did it feel?
Well, I got to the point because surgery happened, and we talked about staying sharp on the diet and stuff, and that kind of, I fell off. I'm a human being; it happens.
Yeah.
I just spent time with my family, enjoyed the time with my family. I have younger kids, and so it's like they're snacking all the time. I'm snacking all the time. I mean, we're just hanging out, eating, and having fun. So, it got up there pretty quick, climbs quick. And, I'm sure anybody can attest, if you're working out, it takes a long time to burn it off, but to put it on takes only a couple seconds. Like it seems like. So, man, it feels better. It feels great. As you come down slow and steady, little by little, we knew it would kind of start to fall off quicker as I got going. And, it did just that. And I'm feeling great. I feel like I'm, before it was like, I can't really move around too great, slow, tripping on my own feet, just kind of moving was steady, but it got better and better as I lost weight. Movement's better. I mean, I'm quick and I can move around and agile, and man, it's just, being lighter is definitely better, especially for fighting, obviously, because I'm closer to my weight and can move around and do the things I need to do. So, but yeah, weight's good now. I'm ready to make weight. I can make weight easy without a problem. I'm still eating good, still on my diet, maintaining that. And, I get to still enjoy food. Obviously it's not the food that, I look to enjoy. Sometimes I'm on Instagram nonstop, man, looking at, food on there. And, it looks amazing, but we got a job at hand. We got a job to do. Afterwards, I'll enjoy a couple cheat meals and get right back after it, because I want to get back in there. But it feels good, and long road, but we're here, and did it like a pro.
Talking about the weight cut, it is fight week right now. What are you kind of walking around right now?
Right now, I'm about what is my weight? Like close to between 190 and 185.
That's still quite a tough weight cut to get down to 170 pounds.
Nah, man, that's easy.
That's easy. That's still about 15 pounds.
Yeah, 15 pounds, perfect. That's exactly where I want to be going into tomorrow. You know, I'm sure I'm closer to 85. So be an easy weight cut. You know, my diet, I'm still eating, you know, food, you know, I'm still losing weight daily. So right now it's all water. It's all water
Mm-hmm.
intake
Oh, that's
and
a good sign.
all water cut. And, you know, that's honestly, so my final cut won't be 15 pounds. You know, when I slowly drop water, you know, my water intake will come down. My body will slowly lose weight and a lot of water weight. And then my final cut will probably be Thursday night. I'd say probably 6 pounds, 5 pounds, close to that, you know, and we'll knock that out in about an hour, hour and a half, and it'd be easy night. And I won't even layer up all week. I can put money on that I won't layer up all week. Just my last weight cut is the only time I layer up and get the job done. And within an hour, hour and a half, I guarantee it.
So it's quite an easy weight cut to get down to 170 pounds.
I mean, the process is long. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, through camp. As long as I'm being strict, man, I don't take no corners. I don't, you know, cut no corners or anything like that. I'm on my diet 100% and stay sharp. No cheat meals, no snacks with the kids, sadly. You got to stay on it, stay sharp, because anything that I do to try to, you know, maybe get a little extra food or a little, you know, a little cheat meal or whatever can affect the long term and affect the weight cut down the line. So staying sharp, ready to go, focused, and weight cut will be smooth and easy.
Moving on to a more pleasing subject than the weight cut. When you fought Vincent Luque, you kind of walked out. Well, you walked out to Baby Shark. Have you got any tricks up your sleeve this weekend?
You know, that's all to my kids. You know, I decided to let my kids start picking my walkout songs. They chose Baby Shark for the Luque fight. They chose Old Town Road for the last one. This one, they got a new one chose. I'm not allowed to announce it. So, but they got a new song chose. We all really like it as a family. It's off a Disney movie, and it's the best I can give you. But really love the movie and love the song.
I'm trying to think. You mentioned that your kids are probably young, so there's probably been a TikTok somewhere. They probably got it from there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, my daughter, you know, she's 7.
Yeah.
My son's 9 and 12, and you know, they're gonna, you know, they gotta. There's a handful of just Disney songs that you can go through. So, best of luck on that. But definitely a fan of the song and think it's a perfect comeback song.
Yeah, I've got a 7-year-old brother, so I understand where you're coming from. They're non-stop on TikTok.
Yeah.
So lastly, talk about the fight this weekend come Saturday. How do you feel fighting without a crowd? Does that take the pressure off the fight, or do you feel like it will make it more pressure because you can't really show up for the crowd and there's no crowd to cheer you on?
You know, I don't know. You know, I don't think it's going to be a problem at all for me. I like to fight. I like to go in there and throw down. And even in the training room, if it comes to somebody, you know, we want to have a hard sparring session, you know, I'm always down for that. So, you know, I don't think it'll affect me at all. And I look forward to it. It's going to be fun. And to be honest, I think it's going to be good because I'll be able to hear my coaches like super easy. So, you know, normally I hear them, but it's, you know, this and that and little pieces sometimes. You know, the cloud gets roaring and everything. But to be honest, normally when I fight, in my mind or the sound in there while I'm in there is pretty silent. I don't hear a lot of the crowd and stuff until after fact. Maybe occasionally every now and then when there's a good flurry or something to hear a little roar, but it all kind of pipes back down in my mind or at the moment for me, and just kind of I'm in just like a zone. So I think this is going to play perfectly into that for me, and just get to go out there and show my skills, and everybody watching gets to enjoy.
A lot of fighters have kind of addressed that you are able to hear the commentators during the fight, and it's kind of helped some fighters when they've fought against their fighter. Do you reckon that will kind of affect your fight this weekend? Do you reckon you'll be able to might even hear the commentators and take their advice?
I don't know. I mean, if I can hear, I mean, there's times when I'm watching, I'm like, man, it's got to be quiet, super quiet in there, and they yell or something, and like, oh, and maybe, I mean, I'm sure you can hear them at times for sure. Hey, if they throw out a piece of helpful advice while we're in a mix or whatever, I'll take it. You know, I might try it out. We'll see. I don't, you know, no harm done there.
So lastly, last question. So hopefully you come out this weekend, you come out healthy, and you come back to your family really healthy and safe. How would when would Bryan Barberena like to come back, and was there any particular opponent that you would like to face next?
As soon as possible. Obviously this fight's in front of me. I got to get through Anthony Ivy, and I plan to do so. And when I do, I plan to return as soon as possible. I'd like to get 3 fights in by the end of the year. That's my goal. If I can get more, awesome. But we're shooting for 3. And, like I said, Ivy's in my way. He's a tough opponent. Obviously, he's he's in the UFC for a reason. He had a rough start, but he has great fights before that. He has done great things before that. So I expect the best Anthony Ivy to show up, and I just got to go in there and cause a lot of damage and win every position. And that's what I plan to do.
3 fights, including this one coming up on Saturday.
What was that?
3 fights, including this one coming up on Saturday.
I'm sorry, one more time. Did you say 3 fights?
Yeah, you mentioned that you want to fight 3 times to the remainder of the year. Does that one include this one Saturday?
Yeah. This includes this one. So 2 more after this, and then if I can get more in, man, I'll get more in before year ends. But I'd like to cut it off before Christmas. So my cutoff date is before Christmas. I want to be home with the family. Hey, I gave up Thanksgiving, the food, that sucks too. I hate being gone and missing that and having to diet to do that. But Christmas is the big one for me and the family. So cutoff date is before Christmas, so I can be home for Christmas and enjoy that time.
So as you mentioned, you wanted 2 more after this. That would be 2 fights in a span of 3 months. So does that mean maybe you'll try and get a short notice fight, possibly Fight Island, because the UFC are going to go back to Fight Island? That would be something that you'd be interested in?
Yeah, absolutely. Wherever the fights are going to happen, that's where I want. That's where I'll be. I'm going to be ready after this fight. I'm going to continue staying ready. Like I said, I'm going to have a couple of cheat meals, enjoy some time with the family. But it's after those 2 cheat meal days or whatever, cheat days, I'm going to spend some time with the family, but I'm going to be right back at work. If it's, training at my house, I'm going to be training at my house, and then head back to the gym. So like I said, I'm going to be right after it right away and looking to fight again.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Bryan Barberena. That's a tongue twister, that one. But, hopefully you get the win this Saturday and you come home to your family safe and sound. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you having me on. And let me share this. And I look forward to fighting on Saturday. Thank you so much.
We look forward to watching you fight on Saturday. You're never in a dull fight, and you bring the entertainment.
Thank you. I plan to bring a lot more entertainment this Saturday.
Looks like we're in for a good night this Saturday then. Everyone tune in.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thank you.